we are here today for a major briefing. For the week, of course, we will proceed with the launch of the Africa Food System Forum on Friday, and it's a key moment, a drumbeat moment before the summit, which bring a certain number of stakeholders, including the host country. This will be the first time in Senegal out of the 19th edition of the summit, and also probably the first one after Cote d'Ivoire in a francophone country. It's a key moment where the current government is also working on a Vision 2050, and they're working on strategic policies, trying also to bring change on the country, but also across the continent. Many leaders are working to support their countries in producing enough, feed their people, but also create job opportunities for young people. So this narrative is common across the continent, and this platform, this forum, the summit, bring all leaders, policymakers, businesses, youth, women, research to the entire ecosystem of the food system to support the food system transformation on the continent. So it's a business platform, it's a policy platform, and we are very delighted to have it in Senegal, a country that has experienced change recently with youth at the center, and we look forward also to organize one of the most successful or the biggest one over the past years. So the theme of this year is Africa Youth leading collaboration, innovation, and transformation of food system on the continent. Why the youth? Because of the continent, 70% is it's a very young population, almost a billion people. We will reach 2.5 billion, and most of these young people are looking for opportunities. Instead of looking outside the continent, there are strategic sectors like the agri-food system, agriculture, other subsectors, transformation, processing, marketing, digital. So all these subsectors connected to the food we eat, they are very strategic, they are here, and they are easy and low-hanging fruit, which we just need to make attractive, sexy, and then get the job done. So that require, of course, policies, that require investment, capacity building, support, but it require also collaboration. So at least the entire ecosystem, they know together, they work together and make sure that this transformation will happen. So we also need to work as a corridors, as a group. So from one country to another one across the continent, we are able also to produce enough when one ecosystem or one corridors of countries are able to support and produce what is needed on the continent. So this is going to help also reduce importation, which at the end of the day is also exporting money outside the continent. So it's very essential and key that we put youth at the center, and we are also seeing a growing youth leadership across the continent. So it can only trickle down and make sure that, everyone is an actor. But youth cannot be just like an observer. They have to be at the center, the collaboration. That's why the summit this year will put them at the center. They are not aside, they are mainstream, they are part of it, they are in the heart of the decision making, and we would like also the youth to come with innovation to transform food system on the continent. First of all, let's start with a positive narrative, which I think the media has a role to play. On the continent, quite often, the narrative is always negative. The narrative is really a portrait of everything is failure, everything is not working, which is not true. There is a positive side, there is a good side of the continent. People who wake up, they push the barriers, they try to change things, they are change makers. And that positive narrative has to be also, shared. And I think the media, we should be able to give another positive narrative that contrasts with the negative narrative that comes from everywhere, including from outside. And that's the key role, I think, of the media and ourselves. We need also to believe that if change has to come, it cannot come from outside, start from inside, and others probably may support. So that energy which is from inside need to be unleashed, and I think those young people are able to do it. So as it is being done concurrently, all of this will bring this hope which we want. The positive narrative should be also to sell hope, but hope also is connected to accountability. When we are selling hope, we need result, we need impact, people need to see change. And if this change is happening, obviously you will get also a buy-in from the young people. And I think the whole ingredient, everything has to come together to continue to produce that positive narrative with action, with a vision, with clear decision, but also mobilization of youth being part of the solution, not just an observer or a recipient of the solution. So I think if we do it that way, there is no reason why I think won't change and the continent will completely transform. Objective of the forum, first of all, to bring like many people from different horizon, diverse horizon and ecosystem. Number one is first of all to define the continental agenda. We are Africa, we need to have a clear agenda, and it's pretty much clear in all countries, African Union, regional commissions, regional bodies, etc. So that message has to be shared with whoever want to hear it, but also across the continent, which is first continental agenda. Number two is we come to this kind of summit and forum because we want also to support policy reforms that should happen to make change into the countries. And these policy reforms is not only the agricultural sector, it touches on many sectors. You will see that during this summit also you have parliamentarians that are coming, food system, you have youth sectors, you have Minister of Commerce and Trade. So they have to work together to make sure that we have coherent policies and require change reforms to make sure that the sector work. Number three is investment, facilitation and finance. It's a business opportunity, it's a forum where when you come as a government, even if you have your big programs, it's also the lure to find some investors, those who are interested by your country or by the sector, they would like to invest, and you are looking for opportunities of investment and facilitation. So that's the moment where also MSMEs can share their businesses, where the small, medium they would like to grow, and you have also quite a number of businesses, of investors who would like to support. Fourth is also knowledge sharing. When you come to such kind of forum where people gathered, there is always a spread of information, of innovation, of know-how, of also, I have already done it, you don't need to do it this way, we can share. And it's also South-South cooperation, South-South triangular cooperation, which we need to put at the center of all. And lastly, whenever we organize this, it's partnership. People come for B2B, so you have new partners and you create others, and then you expand your partnership collaboration to, after the forum, you will follow up and make sure that those partnerships will happen and obviously to end with leadership. Whoever comes there, whether you are young, you are from research, you are also from government, policy makers, we are talking about leaders who are coming and trying to lead the way, trying to lead the direction to get to what we want, the Africa we want, which is Africa which is self-sufficient on food, but also creating jobs for young people. So last message is, join us for the launch ceremony on Friday at Grand Théâtre Doudou Coumba Rose in Dakar. But also beyond the launch, we expect all of you to join us in September, 31st August to 5th September here in Senegal, land of Teranga. You're all most welcome to continue to shape the direction of food systems transformation on the continent.